Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and in this video we are creating this look with the new Latte Palette. Let's just say I'm really glad autumn is here, and yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then just stay tuned. This is what the new Tasty Latte Palette looks like by Revolution. I'm in love with the packaging. I never get rid of the packaging, I just don't know why. It's just one of those things. They're so slim and I can fit them in my drawers. But this is what the outside properly looks like. And then it opens this way, and then here are all your colours. I just love the warm tones in this. I really love this palette. So I'm going to do some swatches for you like I always do. So we're going to start off with the top. Oh wow. That first shade is really crumbly and really nice. They're all like super pigmented. Let's start with this one. There. See, this is the thing about the Tasty range. I feel like their palettes are like the most pigmented out of all of them. Then I'm going to do these two and the first two of the next row. Wow, them shimmers feel amazing. They're going to be great on the eyes. Oh wow, it's got so much pigment. Just look how pigmented this palette is. It's crazy. And now we're going to swatch this last row here. And you know what? The names are so good. You've got flavoured, iced honey, pumpkin spice, amaretti. I love that shade right there. It's got like a tinge to it. Oh my god. I want to do like a really autumnal look. Now we're at the bottom of my arm. Guys, I'm ready for this palette. I'm so ready. Like, I know the swatches are everywhere, but the colours are so good. So good. Okay, now I just look like an egghead with no hair. So the first thing I want to do is take this shade down here called Venti all along my crease. We're going autumnal, we're doing it. So I need a brush to do that with. And I'm wearing the P. Louise base because I want to get... I do love the Revolution base, but I just need it in light. I thought medium would be fine, but it is way too dark. So yeah. Oh, look at that colour. This is my kind of colour. And the thing is, I know it's not the P. Louise base making this better because look, you saw the swatches. Blending out really nice. And to blend it out even better, we're going to take the shade Toffee Nut right here. And yet, I've got a lot of mess on my lap. There's so much kickback in the pan, but just be very careful. Probably do your eyes before the rest of your makeup. And then in the crease, I want to add a bit of this warm orange shade called Cafe Con Leche. And we're going to go back in with Venti because we've lost that shade a bit. Then I'm going to take a really small brush and I'm going to take the shade Chocolate Mint in this corner here. Let's deepen this up a bit. And let's just blend that in. For a lid shade, I'm going for this shade here called Grande. It looks amazing. And I'm not even going to cut my crease or anything because I feel like these shades are so intense. So let's see. This is... oh... before I could even say the word dry, look at this. Wow. Wow. I'm really in my favourite season at the moment. You gotta just love autumn. This is such a quick and easy look. This is why the Tasty range is just my favourite. I could have gone for like a lighter shade and really gone bam in your face, but this is screaming autumn to me. And then I'm going to take a bit more, just a tiny dab of that Chocolate Mint shade and just blend out the edges just a little bit. I've got so much fallout now. Okay, so this is what the eyes are looking like so far. I have done some wing liner, and can you believe I'm going to go work with wing liner on? I haven't done that ever. We're going to take my favourite Honey Dew Me Up NYX primer. You know how much I love this stuff. And you know what? It's always around Christmas that it starts running out, and that's where we're getting. We're going to use my favourite MUA Pro Base in the shade 130. And then I usually mix a tiny bit of 146 in, and it just works really well. I'll show you. I'll just put loads of this on. It is such a thick formula that my beauty blender soaks up quite a lot of it, which is okay. So it's majority 130. But because I'm slightly yellow undertoned, I add a little bit of this into bits of it. Really like the spatula on that foundation. And then I just bounce it all in. Such a good coverage foundation. See? Amazing coverage. Then I've been loving my conceal and define. I want to use this all up, and then I'm going to be going on to my conceal and hydrate. To be fair, I think it's a little bit dark, but it does the job. And then I'm going to use my pressed powder by Revolution Pro. This one, nearly used it all up. I'm so proud of myself. I want to try out this new palette because obviously I've got it in the old packaging, but let's try the new one. So this is the collection Blush and Glow. There's, like I said, I've only ever seen this palette, so they need to make out more because that shade is not going to suit everybody. So let's use the bronzer. I'm hoping it's not too dark. A little bit darker than what I'm used to, but it's alright, it's blending in. Then what I like to do is I like to do my blush next before I do my bronzer on my cheek. I feel like it just brings it together. I've got a thing of going heavy-handed with blush, and I've just done that. Because this is not a subtle blush. Then I go back in with the bronzer and just do the bottom here. Blends nicely into each other. And then I bring it up here as well. My cheeks have a nice sheen to them. I don't have a highlight, so we'll just use the one that's in here. This is not usually the undertone I go for, but we're going to try it. Then I like to use a beauty blender to melt that into my skin. I just want to blend up here a bit better. Now we're going to set my face with my favourite Quick Fix XX spray. I don't even have to top up my makeup at work if I use that spray. And I want to go under my eyes with Venti here, which is this dark shade here. And then I want to go with Toffee Nut that we used on the inner. But let's do some highlight on the inner corner before we do that. And let's use Creme de la Creme. And you know, when I do under my brow bone, I like to use my finger to really blend it out. And then let's do under the eyes. Let's go in with Venti right here. I'm going to take Barry M Riot in my waterline. My favourite lip liner at the moment, Espresso Natural Collection Espresso. And I want a really dark lip. Just use one of the new Neutral Revolution Pro lipsticks in Rumba. And this is what it looks like. I've been really loving these for work this week. Like, I've been wearing Latte, Cashmere, Rumba. This one is just that perfect like pumpkin spice colour. This is the finished look. What do you think? I've got some fake eyelashes on, which are the Ardel Natural Whispies or Demi Whispies, but I usually cut the outer corner so that they're not too long. I'm really bad with fake eyelashes, so yeah. But yeah, let's just get straight into this palette. Now, the first thing that I want to say is it is hella pigmented. Like, you only need the tiniest amount. I would recommend doing your eyes before you do the rest of your makeup because there's just so much fallout with the shimmer shades. With the matte shades, if you dust them off, there's not that much I didn't have any fallout. But as soon as I used the shimmer shades, it was crumbling everywhere. So I would suggest doing your eye makeup before you do your base makeup, or being very careful, because I'm someone who gets things everywhere, so it's just easier if I just do my eyes before I do my face. Really love the formula of the shimmers in here. You just don't need to wet your brush. If you do, I can imagine they'd be really like intense. But yeah, I love the colour layout of this palette as well. I do wish there was more mattes in here because there's literally like 8 mattes including a white, which I never use whites. Some people do but I don't. So yeah, I just wish there was more mattes in here to shimmers, but the shimmers are all gorgeous, and maybe more deeper browns in here, or yeah, but it is a gorgeous palette. Like, I must admit, I would, if I only needed one palette in my collection, this, I would be happy with this. And yeah, I just highly recommend this palette to anyone. I love the outer packaging of it, and in my next video I'm hoping to test the mini palette with the coffee bronzer, because there is more in the range, so hopefully I can test these two together next. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please smash it a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time for some more coffee crazed makeup. I love this colour, and you know what? People haven't seen me in eyeshadow like this in a long while, since last autumn, so I wonder what some of the staff will think. So yeah, I will see you soon. Bye guys!